Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the campus of the Warrensburg Tigers here in Warrensburg, Missouri. Welcome to the broadcast 4Ts. This is Jay Forsler and T2 Travis Forsler with Chris and James and Josh behind us doing kind of the real work of this thing tonight. Looking forward to quite an interesting contest tonight. The Tigers host the Wildcats. You know what? I'll just turn this over and let Travis visit about a couple of these things. Go for it.
All right. Well, thus far this year, let's see, Warrensburg is coming into tonight's game 3-0. They topped and bested, let's see, Smith Cotton, Cameron, and Moberly. Only one of those being on the road, so But right now, looks like they got a pretty good win percentage here at home. Your Cats, 2-1. Last week, having Center had a pretty nice topple there. A pretty good showing, a nice comeback off of that OT loss to Bolivar with a little bit of injuries that's kind of taken a toll on the Cats early, at least for that game. And last week, we kind of talked about what those attitudes look like of these players as they came back one off the overtime loss, and then also really finding out where we're going to kind of see the next players step up and make a go at it this year. So, yeah, we got a pretty good square off this evening, 3-0, 2-1. It should be a pretty good one.
So the pregame is brought to you by Brad Sainer from Farmers Insurance. It's going to be a warm one tonight, so that built-in automatic water break that the Missouri State High School Activity Association has built in to about the 6-minute mark of each of the quarters will definitely, last week we kind of thought, oh, these are worthless, we don't need them, and now this week they're going to play a big part in it for the kids as well. We certainly hope that the athletes can get through this with everybody being hydrated well so they can stay away from cramps and those kinds of things. So we will, Chris, are you ready? Can you do a couple commercials? We're going to break away, do a little bit of business, and we'll be back to the pregame show with the Show Me Auto Mall keys to the game. We'll be back.
Church & Dwight, the company that brings you brands like Arm & Hammer, Hero Cosmetics, and OxyClean, is hiring in Harrisonville. Church & Dwight is looking for experienced team members at their Harrisonville manufacturing facility. Full-time and part-time positions available. Wages from $20.08 an hour and benefits starting day one. Come join a place where people matter. Learn more by visiting churchdwight.com and click on careers. That's churchdwight.com. Church & Dwight is an equal opportunity employer.
Nobody wants to deal with a clogged drain or a leaky pipe. That's why you need to call JCM Plumbing. JCM Plumbing has over 20 years of experience in the industry and offers a variety of services to make them your number one option for anything plumbing related. With a wide variety of services from clogged pipes to a new hot water heater and all the best state-of-the-art equipment, JCM Plumbing is your place for everything you need for plumbing in your home. So just call me, JCM, to take care of that leaky pipe at 816-726-8281.
Dwight, the company that brings you brands like Arm & Hammer, Hero Cosmetics, and OxyClean, is hiring in Harrisonville. Church & Dwight is looking for experienced team members at their Harrisonville manufacturing facility. Full-time and part-time positions available. Wages from $20.08 an hour and benefits starting day one. Come join a place where people matter. Learn more by visiting churchdwight.com and click on careers. That's churchdwight.com. Church & Dwight is an equal opportunity employer.
Nobody wants to deal with a clogged drain or a leaky pipe. That's why you need to call JCM Plumbing. JCM Plumbing has over 20 years of experience in the industry and offers a variety of services to make them your number one option for anything plumbing related. With a wide variety of services from clogged pipes to a new hot water heater and all the best state-of-the-art equipment, JCM Plumbing is your place for everything you need for plumbing in your home. So just call me, JCM, to take care of that leaky pipe at 816-726-8281.
Ready to upgrade your patio for those football watch parties? Call Ethan Young with 2-3 Construction Services to get started today. He can create a fun patio area complete with a fire pit in case it gets a bit chilly for one of those Wildcat or Chiefs fall nights. If a new driveway or floor for the shop is part of your upgrade, he will help you there as well. Call Ethan today at 816-533-2119 and put 2-3 Construction Services to work for you.
It always seems to happen. We buy new tires and a week later we run over a nail. Not a problem when you have purchased your tires at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. You get the free flat repair for the life of your tires. On a budget, Young's has the best selection of new and used tires to save a little extra money. When the time comes for new tires, stop at the shop 4T's Trust to keep them rolling down the highway. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
You have choices when buying a vehicle. Show Me Auto Mall is your right choice. Getting you financed with even less than perfect credit because everyone needs a reliable vehicle at an affordable price. Need service? Take a loaner while you wait. With a broad selection, you will find a vehicle that is right for you. Show Me Auto Mall is here to make buying a vehicle hassle-free. Go see the crew at Show Me today on 291 across from Walmart.
And welcome back to the broadcast. I want to welcome everyone to the contest tonight. This is the Brad Sainer Farmers Insurance pregame show. And in that pregame show, we also have the Show Me Auto Mall keys to the game. Travis has those for you tonight. Keys to the game, Show Me Auto Mall.
All right, so tonight for keys to the game for success, it looks like Warrensburg has got a pretty explosive offense. They've scored no less than 35 in their last 3 games, 49 being the top. So they had 35 against Moberly, 49 against Cameron, and 42 against Smith Clatton. So, limiting their touches is going to be big this evening. So, really, and also just to kind of go on that, tonight with it being as warm as it is, regardless of those extra water breaks built in, Warrensburg does have 4 players going both ways, which we've known to take a toll kind of towards the end of the first half and then in the fourth quarter when it's kind of crunch time. So that clock and ball control, limiting their touches, is going to be big. Those four two-way players, we'll see how that kind of plays out this evening. Those guys could be very, very, very conditioned to do that, but as we've seen in the past, it tends to catch up on people. Also, special teams and limiting turnovers. Having an explosive play on either special teams or forcing a turnover is huge. I think a stat about 85% of having either a touchdown, block punt, something big special on special teams, or a turnover severely increases that chance of success tonight.
As we move forward, the Warrensburg Band is on the field getting us ready to go here in just a little bit. We've got 11 and a half minutes till the start of this one. Would like to remind you about the Papa Murphy's touchdown contest. When the Wildcats score a touchdown, someone scores a free pizza. We had several last week. I believe 8 pizzas that we gave away last week from Papa Murphy's, and we'll give away however many the Wildcats score tonight. And then secondly, the Sonic kick return contest is in effect. Let's see, this is game 4, so 50, 60, 70, 80. If the Wildcats return either a kickoff or a kick return for a touchdown, then tonight's Sonic return contestant is Bryce Larkworthy. So Bryce, if the Wildcats can return a kickoff or a punt return for a touchdown, you would win an $80 gift card from Sonic as well. So that takes care of the start of where we're going with things. We also have the Red Barn Ranch Red Zone. Whenever the Wildcats get in the red zone, that is from the Red Barn Ranch. Golden Classics has your timeout. Whenever Coach Maxwell takes a timeout to kind of figure things out, you should take time out and go to Golden Classics and look for some jewelry there. The Max Motors has the Max Effort Player of the Game, and Golden Classics also has the Diamond in the Rough. And to quickly run through Church and Dwight, JCM Plumbing, they are our signature sponsor. You'll notice that they're in the upper corners of the broadcast. First quarter is 2-3 Construction. Second quarter is Young's Tire and Wheel Center. Third quarter is Show Me Auto Mall. And fourth quarter is Sonic. In addition to that, we've got Lacey Dominic Shelter Insurance, Troby's Appliances, CPSK Insurance, Sherwood Heating and Cooling, Signature Will and Trust, Sherwood Community Bank, Culver's of Harrisonville, and First Class Heating and Cooling, as well as Lindley's Cookies, and they are awesome. Travis can attest to that. As quick as I bring them home, he's eating them.
That is correct. They don't last long at our place.
And then we have a new sponsor, Judy's Q Barbecue out on 291. It's where Ray Ray's used to be. She was out of the country last week visiting one of her boys that's in the service, and she has just joined us, so we will maybe getting ready for the anthem here, so we'll be prepared. We you know how I feel about the anthem. I love it, but I don't want to risk YouTube muting our broadcast. So those are our sponsors. So the Wildcats have entered on the other side, and the Warrensburg Tigers have just entered through their huge tiger helmet at the north end of the field. So we're all set pretty quick to go with this one. We're down to about 8 minutes. We're going to take an extended break, provided James is ready to go, and he's like the ever-ready battery. He's always ever ready to get this thing done. So we will give way to do some business, and we'll be back after the anthem for this one.
Everyone needs a little kickstart at 2 o'clock afternoon, so head to Sonic of Harrisonville and kick away the afternoon fog. Grab an ice cold drink full of caffeine and kickstart your afternoon and evening. The best part, 2 to 4 is happy hour, and drinks are half price. An afternoon snack of cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers, or order on the app for happy hour anytime. Sonic Happy Hour, where you kick away the fog. Also, visit 4ts.com and sign up for the Sonic Kick Return Contest.
Everyone needs an advocate in the insurance world. Let Lacey Dominic of Shelter Insurance be an advocate for you. With free policy review and quotes, she aims to help you weigh your options. With auto, home, life, and business insurance, Lacey wants you to have a positive and friendly experience. A former Wildcat herself, it is important for Lacey to support the community and Wildcats. Call today to set up an appointment at 816-380-2700 with Lacey.
What is one of your most precious commodities? Time. With sports, family, work, and school, time is precious. So why drive hours and waste time to save $20? Shop local and buy your home appliances at Troby's Maytag Home Center right here in Harrisonville. They deliver, service, issues that arise, all while you're putting money right back into the community. Stop wasting time and think Troby's first when you think of home appliances on Plaza Drive, right behind Hawthorne Bank.
Max Motors, our team is ready to help you with all your automotive needs.
My husband and I were looking for a truck. We were told that Max Motors was the place to go. They had exactly what we were looking for and at a price that worked within our budget. Plus, there was zero pressure. I've never had such a pleasant experience at a car dealership. We will definitely be going back to do business with them in the future.
If you're thinking about a new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, or Hyundai, shop 24/7 at maxmotors.com. Open late. See dealer for details.
What is one of your most precious commodities? Time. With sports, family, work, and school, time is precious. So why drive hours and waste time to... Flag clears. It's a great job being done by the patrons in the stadium to wait until they move off. And now it's go time, so we'll... All All right, so here we are ready to go with this thing. The Warrensburg Tigers welcome the Wildcats into town. Excited to bring this one to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please.
5 minutes until we're going to go with this one. Is the camera going over the top of this front row of people okay? You're not seeing them? Perfect, thank you. All right, welcome back, everyone. The Wildcats travel into town to take on the Warrensburg Tigers. As we mentioned earlier, I think Travis mentioned in this that in the Class 4 district, Warrensburg 3-0, Harrisonville 2-1, about 4 3/4 points difference. Nevada 5 points into third place, and Raytown South in fourth place, and that's. I know it's real early to talk about that in the season, but it's so important for you to be in the top 4 of your district of 8, so you are able to have that first playoff game at home. We're going to take one more quick break, and then we'll be back.
He passed away early this morning, so we would like to, at this time,
Sherwood Heating and Cooling provides quality services and amazing products from Carrier. Always going the extra mile to ensure that your heating and cooling units keep performing at optimal levels. Sherwood Heating and Cooling wants your family to be as comfortable as their own. Products come with warranties and service checkups by trained technicians that give you peace of mind. Call and schedule an appointment at 816-862-6610.
When you're searching for insurance, call an agent in town that can protect you. Call CPSK for auto, life, renter's boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy you want covered. CPSK Insurance is an auto owner's affiliate, so call and talk to Summer, Randy, Amanda, or Chandra. They can give you a quote and get you covered quickly and easily. Business coverage is available as well. Call them today at 816-380-3800 or visit them online at www.cpskinsurance.com and let your local agents go to work for you.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Captains for the Wildcats on the offensive side of the ball, Jackson Bechtel and Brandon Phillips. And on the defensive side of the ball, Tryon Samples and Addison Ing. And that is the captains for the Wildcats. For Maddox, Kellen Camp, and Cruz Villegas, Kobe Westfall, and Ryan Munsterman. So the captains are out in the middle of the field. Cullen Camp was the first one I believe I had. So we'll take a look. I'll have Travis keep an eye on the coin flip. Beautiful John Palomo is one of them. One of the number 65, he's an offensive and defensive lineman, Palomo.
Yep.
One of the ones that I'm is. So the Wildcats, as they travel over the athletic facility over here is stupendous, and their turf, as you'll be able to see on it, every 5 yards it alternates a little bit different color of green. Kind of gives that look of the opposite direction mowing that they used to do with the real turf, with the nice big W and Tigers in the middle of this thing.
Also going to help us with down and distance.
It will definitely help with down and distance. The Tigers have great numbers for it. Tonight's going to be better for seeing numbers. That is just all there is to it. So I want to welcome everyone to the broadcast tonight. Thank you for listening. I sure miss Trad Grammer because I like to listen to him a whole lot more than I like to listen to me. And I'm sure there's some of you out there shaking your head. Yep, we rather listen to Chad too. But that's just the way it goes. Chad has joined actually the coaching staff over here at Warrensburg. He was down at Chilhowie as the head basketball coach for a couple of years now. He's moved up here, and T3 Tanner Forsler of 4Ts, he is teaching up here. He and Courtney both, his wife and the grandkids are up here, and Chad and Tanner are next door. One of them teaches world history and the other one teaches government. So
Warrensburg has won the toss. They defer to the second half, so your Wildcats will take the opening kickoff.
So we're about ready to get going with this one. Want to welcome everyone again to the broadcast. Thank you for seeing. We appreciate it very much. The Wildcats will be toward the north end going south, and the Tigers will kick from the south to the north, which is right to left. Got to keep that little banter going on that we had between Chad and Gary.
Yeah, we'll give that a go.
'89, Ethan Hook will tee this thing up for the Tigers. Back deep for the Wildcats. Deegan Beechner will be back, as well as number 17, Brandon Phillips. So if either or anyone on this kickoff return can take back for a touchdown, $80 gift card from Sonic will go to Bryce Larkworthy. Guys, let's do this thing. So we're just about ready to go here from Ethan Hook, and he kicks it off deep. And that's going to go to Phillips. And Phillips actually going up the other sideline over there, I believe. That was Deegan Beechner. So Beechner takes it into Wildcat territory by a couple of yards. That's where the Wildcats will take up shop, is on the 49-yard line of the Tigers. Levi Hall, the quarterback for the Wildcats. Kickoff is done. We're ready to go here. Motion coming to the side by Smalley. Now he resets. Going to be the lead option. Going to pitch that thing out wide, and there's some running room for Smalley. Smalley gets a gain of about 14 yards. First down.
Yep, first out of bound there by Seth Johnson. Options, a nice way to start the game, and tone is set.
Troby's first down. When you think appliances, think Troby's first. So 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line of the Tigers. Under center is Hall. Looked like a little bit of a head start. They're going to do the lead option again to the other side. And this time Jackson Bechtel is going to make the carry. He's going to pick up about 7 yards. It's going to be second, actually a gain of about 6. So it's going to be 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, it looks like Cruz Villegas is on the stop there, but not before a nice pickup there. If we can keep the first downs, the runs going to 5 or more, 2nd down is kind of a wild card.
You're definitely on schedule there. So 2nd down and 4. Little dive action on the left side. Going to be a little bit short of the first down, maybe a gain of about 3.
Yep, stopped by Traven Murphy.
Jackson Bechtel with the carry, so they're showing it marked about a long 2 here, so 3rd and a long 2 here. So a little flanker to the left, double tight, double veer backs. Going to run the outside veer to the left side, and that's going to be for a first down. And
Phillips.
Down.
On the carry for Harrisonville.
About a 13-yard gain for Bechtel. The players, the Wildcats, are going to go with a little bit of tempo here. So the tight wing now is to the right. Veer backs a little split in to the left.
Into the red zone, red barn.
Going to run a little option, lead option, decides to go ahead and pitch and knock down at about the 5-yard line. And as you mentioned, the Red Barn Ranch red zone.
Yep. Looks like Seth Johnson kind of finally forced Phillips out there at the 6-yard line. And Harrisonville's going to stay quick on it here.
2nd down and short. No, 1st and goal they have it.
Wind the clock, and here we go.
Going to get a little lead option look out of the stand-up backs. And he turns it up, does Levi Hall. And he's going to have it down to, it looks like about the 1-yard line.
Number 8, Trey Murphy.
Trey Murphy on the stop there. I tell you what, Hall had to be feeling a little bit of pressure from the backside there. The speed option, they don't have as much to hold those outside linebackers from the backside, but he turned up and held on to the football.
Went from the shotgun or pistol with backs flanking him on both sides. Now he's back under center with the veer backs. Little split, little outside veer to the left. And it's a touchdown by the Wildcats. So the Wildcats punch it in for the first. We'll get the name of the person that wins pizza. We'll get it each time when we come back. Been thinking about that a lot.
Oh, there you go.
So Cole Smalley will get ready to try the extra point.
Brody McNeil to hold.
Brody McNeil, the backup quarterback's going to hold it for him. 9 minutes and 11 seconds left in this first, and that ball is going to be
no good.
No good.
A little bit of pressure coming off that right side, and he shanked it to the left. Got to have that snap hold a little quicker.
The Wildcats, 49-yard drive for a touchdown. They lead it 6-0 after the missed PAT. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back.
Church and Dwight, the company that brings you brands like Arm & Hammer, Hero Cosmetics, and OxyClean, is hiring in Harrisonville. Church and Dwight is looking for experienced team members at their Harrisonville manufacturing facility. Full-time and part-time positions available. Wages from $20.08 an hour and benefits starting day one. Come join a place where people matter. Learn more by visiting churchdwight.com and click on careers. That's churchdwight.com. Church and Dwight is an equal opportunity employer.
And Smalley's going to tee this thing up. Andy Dobnikar. You score pizzas because the Papa Murphy's Score Pizza Contest. When the Wildcats score, you score. And Andy Dobnikar scores our first free pizza of the night.
Cole Smalley ready to kick this one off.
Deep kick's going to go back and into the end zone. Will not be able to bring that out.
So the tone setting has been kicked off, returned, and offense has done their job. And it's time to see what defense has got.
Kobe Westfall, senior quarterback number 1, running back A.J. Smith. And then they have 4 wide receivers. So we'll see how the defensive backs from Harrisonville are able to set this down. Beechner, Sample, Zing, Hetrick, and Brown to see how they handle. So we got double slots. Double twins, call it, from the 20-yard line. Quick pass out to the right side. That is caught by Trey Murphy.
Got forced out of bounds by Hetrick and Beechner. Quick pass. They got to be playing flat and get wide. 2 high safeties should help over the top.
So a quick pass out to
They're going again.
Murphy. Going to go quick. Got double pro out to the left. Couple of slots over to the right. Going to hand it up the middle to A.J. Smith. Smith is out in the open. He's going to cut back and finally be drugged down at about the 12-yard line.
By Samples.
Samples took him down.
It was actually a really good angle there by Samples. Thought that one might have gone for 6.
57-yard gallop by A.J. Smith, the junior. So he's going to come out and get a breath. And in for him is going to be Zanman Graham, a sophomore running back.
I want that name.
He goes in motion. They're going to fake the pass out to him and up the middle.
Untouched.
So a little fake of the outside pass and the quarterback draw up the middle and a touchdown for Warrensburg Tigers to tie this thing at 6. PAT to come.
Yeah, PAT coming up. This will be big as Harrisonville has missed theirs. Special teams, you cannot underestimate the kind of importance that those take in these games. But we've just kind of seen the explosive offense of Warrensburg and why they've put up no less than 35 points in their last 3 games.
Ethan Hook back to kick. Ball is down and up. And it's good, so Ethan Hook puts the PAT in. So, with 8 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the first quarter, the Tigers lead 7-6. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Nobody wants to deal with a clogged drain or a leaky pipe. That's why you need to call JCM Plumbing. JCM Plumbing has over 20 years of experience in the industry and offers a variety of services to make them your #1 option for anything plumbing related, with a wide variety of services from clogged pipes to a new hot water heater and all the best state-of-the-art equipment. JCM place for everything you need for plumbing in your home. So just call me, JCM, to take care of that leaky pipe at 816-726-8281. And we are back. Welcome back. Each team one possession, each team with a touchdown. Cooper Baker is back for the Wildcats.
And Beechner
and Deegan Beechner back. And that is Ethan Hook. So the kick is up, and it's headed on a line drive. Going to bounce off the face mask of Baker, and then Baker gets a couple yards up. So the Wildcats are going to take over 1st and 10 on the 12-yard line. The 12-yard line is correct.
Now,
oh, excuse me,
17.
The 17. I thought you did 22 is what I thought you were doing. Regardless, the Wildcats have it 1st and 10 on the 17-yard line for their second opportunity. We'll see how that affects their play calls right there.
So far, the light and dark green has not helped us.
It has not. And there's a little motion over to the left side. He'll become set again. So a slot formation, a little lead option to the right, kept by Levi Hall. He's going to gain about 6 or 7.
Call it 7, yeah.
We're going to call it 7. So a 7-yard gain there for the Wildcats on the lead option by Levi Hall.
Jalen Rubel there on the stop.
Far hash.
Both of these teams kind of run their own different varieties of option. We keep ours a little tighter and on the ground, while Warrensburg's using theirs out of the having the fake to the swing every time.
So flushed out of the pocket, and Hall gets it away to, I believe, the tight end, Josiah Sims. with the catch. He avoids that sack right there, does Hall, but actually no gain on the play. So call it third down, 3rd and 2.
Avoiding that sack, though, staying in 3rd and 2 is big. That's a good heads-up play.
So the Wildcats have a little double tight with a wing over to the right, veer backs. Little outside veer look, good push by the offense. It looks like that's going to be a first down out to about the 32-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Wildcats. That's a Troby's Appliance Center first down. When you think appliances, you think Troby's first. 1st and 10 on the far hash on the 32-yard line for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Pop, you're absolutely right. That O-line had a nice push there, and that's going to be a big-time difference maker as far as line of scrimmage as well as wearing down.
So going to be a sprint out look, and the pass is made, and just out of the hands of Sims.
It looked like Jalen Rubel on the coverage there. The rollout pass looked very nice. Hall had a really good ball as well. Sims will get honed in and rake those in the future.
That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
2nd down and 10. Look to Harrisonville to probably go back to their option here, get a good push, and about another half for a manageable 3rd down.
So they got a tight wing to the left. Little baby split to the right, veer backs. Gonna run the veer to the left side and tackled immediately. Maybe a gain of 1. Actually, a gain of about 2. We're gonna call it 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats. So they're not in such good shape for the 3rd and short like they were in that the first series that they had.
Still going to be within their script here, just kind of running the plays to see what's going to be open and adjustments they can make later.
Little tight wing to the right, baby split to the left.
In the gun.
Going to bring out of the shotgun and bring Phillips over into the slot, and under duress was Levi Hall.
Yeah, Frank Stevens on the Stevenson on the
pressure
on the rush there, and I mean Hall had not much time to do anything. It was nice for him to get rid of that, help with the flipping of the field here.
So it's going to be 4th down and 8. Smalley in punt formation, splits to each side. Ball is punted high. Fair catch is called for, and the ball is on the ground, and I believe he was able to get it back. It's pretty tough to make that fair catch and then turn your back over the shoulder. It's maybe better, but I know what he didn't want to have happen is he was trying to keep it from being pinned deep, and that was Cruz Villegas that called for that fair catch and was fortunate to be able to get that ball back.
Yeah, it was a really athletic play there, actually, to get that ball back.
1st and 10 from
it's about the
15-yard line, and here's that first time out for Water. We're going to take a break as well. We'll be back.
It always seems to happen. We buy new tires and a week later we run over a nail. Not a problem when you have purchased your tires at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. You get the free flat repair for the life of your tires. On a budget, Young's has the best selection of new and used tires to save a little extra money. When the time comes for new tires, stop at the shop 4T's Trust to keep them rolling down the highway. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
Ready to upgrade your patio for those football watch parties? Call Ethan Young with 2-3 Construction Services to get started today. He can create a fun patio area complete with a fire pit in case it gets a bit...
Coming back.
All right. He had a little motion out to the side, going to throw to the swing back, and he's going to be met by a bunch of Wildcats out there. That was, I believe that was number 2.
No, it was 5. It was Ing with the initial contact, and I believe Beechner came over to clean it up.
It was Graham on the catch. I thought it was Musterman, but
there was that swing. It's a loss of 4.
Loss of about 4. Going to bring up 2nd down and 14. Little give up the middle. This time nothing doing as the big play last time, the first time they went up the middle.
Jack Sand Nicholas on the stop there. That read can be dangerous, and they fortunately slanted right into that.
So that's going to be a loss of
Empty.
another 2. So 3rd down and 16, I believe. Wide
Empty
on the
backfield.
near hash. Going to have trips. Actually, empty backfield. Trips out to the right. Pro look with 2 receivers to the left. And up the middle. Quarterback is turning up and keeping contained. He's going to get back about 10 of it, but it's going to be 4th down and less than 5.
Yep, 4th and 2. He got the majority of it back there. Good heads-up play by him. Pressure, let's see, in Jackson Nicholas again, and Owen Adair trying to keep that contained there, run him down. The quarterback's good decision to bring that down.
Set up to either try and make them jump here or to go to on 4th and a long one.
Yep, I would look for that little read here with
maybe a little pooch punt the way he's going back here. And it's going to be a pass. He's going to step up the middle, and he's going to get outside and has some running room. Does Westfall. So Westfall gets the 1st down. I thought he was going to do a little pooch punt, and then he kind of fumbled, and then he got outside, and a gain of about 17. The clock's going to run.
Yeah, finally brought down by Ethan Stone, and we're going to have to do a little bit better job of this quarterback. They have a pretty dual threat as it comes to run and pass.
Going to be a little zone look and a pass out. It's going to be a gain of about 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, Ethan Brown on the tackle there. Had a really good chance to possibly catch an off-guard receiver. He did a really good job of just gathering himself and getting him on the ground.
So Westfall with a nice job with that. So 2nd down and 6 into Wildcat territory on the 46-yard line. Little handoff to the running back up the middle, and that's A.J. Smith. And Smith good for 21-yard gain for A.J. Smith, the junior. 1st and 10. On the 25-yard line on the far hash.
A.J. Smith, tough to bring down. Beechner just held on long enough. Ball's down.
Ball's on the ground, and the defense gets there, and Westfall gets that picked up to save that being a turnover to the Wildcats. So that's going to be a loss of 5. So back to 20 to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, we've had them in this position a couple different times early on. They are explosive. We got to do a good job of staying true to assignments. They're pretty good on the offensive side. Defense is figuring out kind of their tells and working some magic there.
So A.J. Smith flanks Westfall. The ball goes to A.J. Smith. He's the junior. Going to gain back 3. Thought it was going to be 4, but it looks like just 3. So it's going to be 3rd down and 12 for the Tigers.
Owen Adair with the stop there. He had a nice read and filled about the only daylight there was through the line. Back to empty. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Trip left. Little pro-like look is what he come back. He likes that empty. I like everybody to know that's 3 to one side, 2 to the other side. There's a pass.
Wow.
And that is a great job of defense and then a greater job of bringing that ball in. And that ball is caught by Tristan Blue, the senior. And that is good for a 1st down to the just inside the 10-yard line. Looks like it's spotted. We're going to call it the 10, so first and goal just inside the 10-yard line. So you're going to have a slot over to the right. That's going to be given to A.J. Smith, and Smith down to about the 3-yard line.
Tripped up by
2-yard
Beechner.
line. Beechner on the tackle to keep him from going in. So it's going to be 2nd and 2, and now a little tempo. We've got 2 receivers stacked out to the left, slot to the right. Going to be handed off once again. And the touchdown for A.J. Smith. So Smith takes it in from 2 yards. Going to make this thing 13-6.
23 seconds left in the first.
Ethan Hook will come in and try and make his 2nd extra point of the night to make it an 8-point lead. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it's blocked.
Addison Ing almost got there on the first one, was able to get a little bit more there, got a good chunk of the ball.
So that's going to make it a 13-6 game with 23.2 left. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
You have choices when buying a vehicle. Show Me Auto Mall is your right choice. Getting you financed with even less than perfect credit because everyone needs a reliable vehicle at an affordable price. Need service? Take a loaner while you wait. With a broad Show Me Auto Mall is here to make buying a vehicle hassle-free. Go see the crew at Show Me today on 291 across from Walmart.
All right. Gonna tee that thing up is Ethan Hook.
Just like
Phillips and Bechtel back deep. Beechner. Excuse me.
Looks like that one off the face mask was enough to bring Phillips back in.
That very well could be.
He was in that spot last week. May have just been looking to get him some rest. Kicks to Beechner.
So taken by Beechner at the 10. And he's got a lane up the sideline. He can run a little bit. If he takes it back for the touchdown, Bryce Larkworthy close. That's going to be out to the 14-yard line.
Beechner did an excellent job of setting that up. He took 2-3 really hard steps inside and then headed straight back to the sideline on the far side here. And turned on a little bit of the burners and got it all the way down to the 14.
Looks like he stepped out of bounds at the 34, so they've brought it back. But nonetheless, that's better field position than the first time when the Wildcats got a touchdown. So they have it 1st and 10 here. Gonna be a little pro to the right. Now motion coming over to make trips to the right. Going to have a quick pass out to the wing. And that is Brandon Phillips. Phillips with a gain of about 6.
Yeah, and that's a little bit scary there by Holland Phillips. A nice connect, but looked almost a little bit backwards. It'd be nice to catch that with a little bit of momentum going forward and non-potential of putting the ball on the ground in a turnover.
So it looks more like a 5-yard game, 2nd and 5, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. The first quarter sponsor was 2-3 Construction. They had the first quarter. We're going to take a break. It is 13-6 here. The Tigers leading the Wildcats. We go to the second quarter. We'll be back.
Everyone needs a little kickstart at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so head to Sonic of Harrisonville and kick away the afternoon fog. Grab an ice cold drink full of caffeine and kickstart your afternoon and evening. The best part, 2 to 4 is happy hour, and drinks are half price. Grab an afternoon snack of cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers, or order on the app for happy hour anytime. Sonic Happy Hour, where you kick away the fog. Also, visit 4ts.com and sign up for the Sonic Kick Return Contest.
You doing too, James? And welcome back. We will go to the second period, in the second quarter. Young's Tire and Wheel, our second quarter sponsor. The Wildcats trail the Warrensburg Tigers 13-6 here as we begin the second quarter.
Now that we've got a little bit settled in here, a few adjustments on the fly will probably be made. Offense is keeping the ball moving. Defense is getting the Warrensburg Tigers in some situations that they want to be in. Just need to make that third down play to get off the field there.
Little slot to the left, a little pro look to the right, and a tight wing to the right, a little motion over to the right. He'll reset for trips to the right. Fake and a quick out, and avoids the first tackle, and thrown down is Eli Baker. And Eli Baker with the first down. That's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. That's a Troby's Appliance Center first down. When you think appliances, you think Troby's first. 1st and 10. Go ahead.
Everything on that play right there worked to design. The play fake, the toss, and a nice stop-go move by Baker to make the first guy miss and get upfield.
Tight wing from the left, goes in motion, gives us trips to the right, little lead option look, and pitches it out, and the ball is loose.
That's tough.
The relationship bubbled out a little bit, and he was a little close, and he couldn't wrangle it. So as the Wildcats were looking to tie this thing up, they turned the ball over, so the defense is going to have to come in and shut things down here. The Tigers have it 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line on the far hash.
Hall looking to try and get that ball to Phillips a little bit quicker so he could make his move and do what he wanted there. And like you said, that pitch relationship was not where it needed to be, and makes it a decent field position, but obviously not how you want to end that momentum drive there.
You certainly want to get points out of it. Twins stacked over to the right. And the ball handed up the middle. Going to be a gain of about 4. Gain actually of about 5 by A.J. Smith.
Looked like,
6-yard gain.
Looked like Ethan Stone came back for the tackle on that one. That was, everything right there hit quick. And that may continue to happen as, it looked like they were going to Wildcat, sorry.
2nd down and 4 on the 25-yard line. There's a handoff to A.J. Smith, and he's up the middle. He's a strong runner. That's going to be a gain of about 13 yards for a 1st down. 1st and 10 on the far hash, 39-yard line.
Looks like Asher Hall in on the stop there.
1st and 10, Twins to the right, Twins to the left. Smith is flanking the back. The receiver from the backside, Villegas, and he's headed down the side. Is he going to get to the end zone? No. He's down to about the 7 or 8-yard line.
Addison Ing runs him down and wrangles him to the ground.
53 yards for Cruz Villegas. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Just a quick turnaround for the defense to be back out there after the turnover, but they looking a little bit gassed here. And I don't know if that's frustration or being tired. It should not be the latter beginning of the second quarter.
Going to hand it again to Smith, and Smith is met by a host of Wildcats. So the Wildcats need to stiffen. That's going to be a loss of 4. So it's going to be 2nd down and goal from the 12.
2nd and goal now from the 12-yard line.
Keller Johnson and Ethan Stone, both leading tacklers there on that last one. That was a little bit more of a frustrated response to the big gain. We'll see what they can do holding here in the red zone.
Twins out to the left in a stack, slot to the right, and A.J. Smith gets the ball to the left side and stacked up right at the line of scrimmage.
Keller Johnson again.
Gain of about 2. Keller Johnson standing up his offensive lineman in the back, run right into the back of that. So a nice job by the defense of holding ground right there and not leaving any lane for them to run through. 8 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the half.
Probably got 2 down territory here, so defense got 2 more plays to step up big.
Double twins, fake to Smith,
Got
and
time.
a lot of time, and a pass thrown over in the corner. I believe touchdown caught in the corner for 2. I thought looked like only 1 and 1 is all you need. That is going to be a touchdown for the Tigers. That's going to make it 19-6. So a nice job up front, not having time to throw, and then the quarterback flushes out, and as he starts to
extend that play,
he extends the play, probably could run it in, makes a nice throw, a little toe tap on the sideline, and touchdown for the Tigers.
And they are going to go for 2.
They're going for 2 here.
With the last missed.
They are going to call a timeout. So Warrensburg calls a timeout here. They want to go for 2 to get back to 21 if they can. And we're going to take a quick break as well. We'll be back.
Everyone needs a little kickstart at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so head to Sonic of Harrisonville and kick away the afternoon fog. Grab an ice cold drink full of caffeine and kickstart your afternoon and evening. The best part, 2 to 4 is happy hour, and drinks are half price. Grab an afternoon snack of cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers, or order on the app for happy hour anytime. Sonic Happy Hour, where you kick away the fog. Also, visit 4ts.com and sign up for the Sonic Kick Return Contest.
And welcome back. Both teams had an opportunity to talk this over. The
still talking it over.
Tigers, both teams still talking it over back to us. The officials not pushing them out in any big hurry, but the Tigers are going to go for 2 here. 19-6 currently. Twins to the right, twins to the left. Westfall in the shotgun now. They're going to shift it out wide with a lineman up on the line out there in front. And they're going to throw it out. And that's going to be caught.
Number 12.
By Tristan Blue. And he gets in. So they shifted the tackles out on the line of scrimmage, throws a little bubble pass-like looking thing, and takes it in for the 2-point conversion. That makes it 21-6. We'll be back.
Everyone needs an advocate in the insurance world. Let Lacey Domnick of Shelter Insurance be an advocate for you. With free policy review and quotes, she aims to help you weigh your options. With auto, home, life, and business insurance, Lacey wants you to have a positive and friendly experience. A former Wildcat herself, it is important for Lacey to support the community and Wildcats. Call today to set up an appointment at 816-380-2700 with Lacey.
And welcome back. Ethan Hook to kick this thing off again. That's easy for you to say.
Ethan Hook to cook.
Want to remind you that if the Wildcats can get a kick return back for a touchdown, which we only missed it by, well, it ended up being about 30 yards, but Bryce Larkworthy, we're looking to get you an $80 gift card if we can get a Sonic kick return contest here.
Beechner and Phillips again?
Beechner and Phillips, and Beechner showed a little speed last time. Happened to get his foot on the sideline back up in about the 30.
And
so a little
pooch kick it.
pooch kick. And the ball's going to be taken by an up back. It's going to be taken by Jackson Bechtel. And we've got a flag coming in from the backside, so we'll see what that flag is. Bechtel, as the up back, took that, and 16-yard return, but we'll see what the penalty is going to be here.
Yeah, when you do those pooch kicks or any kind of specialty stuff there, it accelerates kind of the timing that you're going to meet, those first guys down the field, and that's pretty typical there. Got to keep things clean.
So blocking the back, that's going to take it back to the 25-yard line on the far side. So the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10, 8:22 remaining in the half. They trail the Tigers 21-6. They scored on their first possession, and on the fourth possession, they fumbled it as they were going in. So wide out goes in motion, comes set, then motion out to the left again. Back to pass is Hall, and just overthrows his intended receiver. Bechtel on coverage is Jalen Rubel. Just a little bit out of the reach of both of them, so that'll back people at least off a little bit. A good call to chuck one down the field a little bit to loosen things up, maybe inside. 2nd down and 10.
I'd say now look to them come back probably with a little bit of pressure here as they know that they're probably going to go to the ground.
Trips over to the right, tight end to the left, lead option into the short side of the fence field. That's going to be kept by Levi Hall. He's going to pick up a long 3, a short 4. We're going to call it 3rd down and 7.
And running that speed option there into the boundary, short side of the field, is another way of kind of opening up a couple more plays. Some misdirection here. Always look kind of for the draw and screens in this situation. And with knowing Harrisonville, we're probably going to stick to our option.
3rd down, gonna throw it, throws it up deep, and it was intended for Eli Baker, but Baker came to a stop. I don't know if Levi thought, Hall thought that he was going to continue to run. But
I think he got held up there a little bit, thinking he was going to get a flag, and as they were a little ways away from it, it's going to be deemed uncatchable there.
So Cole Smalley back to punt. Cruz Villegas back to receive the punt. 4th down and 7.
Late up back coming in. Not a bad punt.
Not a bad punt at all, other than it did not take a good bounce for the Wildcats. But the ball is going to roll out of bounds at the 44-yard line. So on the right hash, on their own 44-yard line, you might just find that they'll run their timeout here, their water timeout. We'll see. The Tigers getting out on the ball quickly. 1st and 10 at the 44 on the near hash. Tigers leading the Wildcats 21-6 with 7:24 remaining in the game. In the half.
First down, Tigers.
Ooh, that's a late sub. I don't know about that.
Got Twins over to the left, slot to the right. AJ.
They don't have a break in the huddle with.
So getting on the outside, and Westfall gets hit 2 yards deep and does a little shake and bake action and gets out and gets a gain of about 9.
Yeah, we got to break down, got to make tackles.
Have to wrap up. That's a nice job by Westfall. The Wildcats need to wrap up. So we've got Twins way out to the left, Twins to the right. Westfall is in the gun. Looks to the left.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of time. Andy's just about. He's way back deep. going to have another chance to throw it. He's bought a lot of time and finally finds finds A.J. Smith, who catches it with a knee on the ground.
And we're going to see if this is on Wyatt Smith or if it's going to be
14-yard pass play. We'll see how they're going to assess that.
Personal foul, wow.
Personal foul. Now, what happens here is A.J. Smith catches the ball with one knee on the ground, steps up. You don't know if he's going to go or not. He's down. The player makes the hit, and you're going to get a 15-yard. Do you think that's where it was or somewhere else?
It was on the quarterback.
Okay.
And I disagree with the call. I don't necessarily disagree with the call. I disagree with the late toss by the white hat.
So 1st and 10 on the, is that the 19-yard line?
Looks like it.
Twins to the left, slot to the right, and going to hand it off to Smith. The first contact was by Pablo Cortez Garcia.
Cleaned up by Stone.
Gain of about 3, so 2nd down and 7. Wildcats need a big play here and to get a stop so they don't go down another score. Don't want to go down to 3 possessions. Slot. Twins over to the left, outside wide, and down. Going to be a 1st down. That is Zanman Graham with the carry, and he's inside to the 7-yard line, 1st and goal.
Yeah, Ethan Brown coming back for the tackle there. Right now, Warrensburg's doing a really good job of as far as fakes being carried out by their wide receivers, really getting off the ball and making room for these runners to either go outside. And they can obviously have a fake, and they've got all day right now to throw.
It's going to be given to Smith. Smith's going to gain maybe 1.
Yep, Tyson Wyatt Smith there, quick to the backfield and hangs on for the ankle shoelace tackle there.
A.J. Smith with the carry. 2nd down and goal on the 7. 4:50 and rolling here left in the 2nd quarter, the 1st half. Winding down. Wildcats need to get a stop here to keep from going to a 3-possession game. Motion one of the Twins coming all the way across. Outside is Westfall. Gonna throw it on the crossing pattern. And that is going to be that is to Dorian Lee. So they run the
jet fake.
Run the fake to the jet with the motion back to the other side, roll out to the right, have a back delay from the other side.
Yeah, that's tough.
And he's able to find him.
That's tough from a assignment standpoint, and when you run that back to the field with this quarterback, that turns into a dual threat, actually a triple threat real quick.
So the kick is up and good by Hook, 28-6.
4.5.
Looks like maybe they're going to take their water break. Right now is what it's going to be. So 4:29 left.
Yep.
Wildcats trail 28-6. We'll take a break. We'll be back. What is one of your most precious commodities? Time. With sports, family, work, and school, time is precious. So why drive hours and waste time to save $20? Shop local and buy your home appliances at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center right here in Harrisonville. They deliver, service, issues that arise, all while you're putting money right back into the community. Stop wasting time and think Troby's first when you think of home appliances on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
Max Motors, our team is ready to help you with all your automotive needs.
My husband and I were looking for a truck. We were told that Max Motors was the place to go. They had exactly what we were looking for and at a price that worked within our budget. Plus, there was zero pressure. I've never had such a pleasant experience at a car dealership. We will definitely be going back to do business with them in the future.
If you're thinking about a new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, or Hyundai, shop 24/7 at maxmotors.com. Open late. See dealer for details.
All right, welcome back. Ethan Hook to kick off for the Tigers. Wildcats could use one of those sonic returns for a touchdown for Bryce Larkworthy. Catch up one of those in a hurry here. Let's see what the Wildcats can do. Last time Hook with the pooch kick instead of sending it deep, and they're going to do the same here. And still going to be picked up by Brandon Phillips, and Phillips is going to be taken down after a short gain. It's going to have it 1st and 10 on the far side for the Wildcats at their own 32-yard line. So the Wildcats, 70-plus yards away from pay dirt. See if they can get something going before half. 4:24 remaining in the half. They trail 28-6.
Yeah, Warrensburg's going to have that ball coming out of half as well.
Under center is Hall. Veer backs, going to run the veer to the right side. Outside and a good gain.
Looks like he was tripped up by
18-yard carry.
Tripped up by Reed, I believe, Kierfot.
By Phillips. So they're out to the first down at the 49. That's a Troby's Appliance Center first down. When you think appliances, think Troby's first, and going to run the dive to the left side, to the back, and going to get again about 7 on the play.
Brought down by Traven Murphy.
So Brandon Phillips with the carry again. The Wildcats going with some tempo here. Going to go a tight wing to the right, a little split in here to the left. Shotgun with the veer backs, and the whistle's blown. And that's going to be procedure against the Wildcats. So that'll take it back and make it 2nd down and 8.
Having new sets and things like that, got to make sure that those things are buttoned up before you bring them into the game.
2nd and 8, 1 yard into Tiger territory. Little tight wing to the left, little short split to the right. Shotgun with a couple of backs. It's going to be a sprint option and 16-yard gain on the play. That's going to be another first down for the Wildcats on the 33-yard line. That's a Troby's first down. When you think appliances, think Troby's first. Going to stay with the tempo. Little tight wing to the right. Going to run the lead option to the right. Going to decide to hang on to it. Does Hall. Going to get a gain of just under 2, so we'll call it a long one. Going to be 2nd down and 9.
As he's had a couple options at those pitches, that turnover maybe keeping him a little gun shy on that.
Going to run the outside veer to the left, and that is going to be Phillips. Get a gain of 4. It's going to bring 3rd down and a short 5 or a long 4. A little tempo still being applied. The Wildcats in the shotgun. Little tight wing to the right. A little split in very tight here to the left. Going to throw a pass deep, and that's going to be caught. And a touchdown from Hall down to Eli Baker. And Baker hauls that one in just to get in for the
Little extension.
touchdown. See what the Wildcats are going to do here. Looks like they're going to go for 2. So the Wildcats with a touchdown. We will remember when the Wildcats score, somebody scores a pizza free at Papa Murphy's. So a little motion out to the right and going to throw it out wide. And that just didn't look like everybody was organized at all. But nonetheless, the Wildcats get a touchdown. It is 28-12. We're going to take a break. Remember, the Papa Murphy's Score Pizza. We'll have that when we get back. We'll be back.
When you're searching for insurance, call an agent in town that can protect you. Call CPSK for auto, life, renter's boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy you want covered. CPSK Insurance is an auto owner's affiliate, so call and talk to Summer, Randy, Amanda, or Chandra. They can give you a quote and get you covered quickly and easily. Business coverage is available as well. Call them today at 816-380-3800 or visit them online at www.cpskinsurance.com and let your local agents go to work for you.
All right, welcome back. The Wildcats with the touchdown. 2:32 remaining in the half. 28-12 the score now.
Might see a little bit more of the tempo being kept up with seeing that kind of catch Warrensburg off guard.
Leanna Shipley scores free pizza from Papa Murphy's. That ball's going to go into the end zone, and that'll come out to the 20 by Cole Smalley. So when the Wildcats score a touchdown, someone scores a Papa Murphy pizza, and Leanna Shipley scores the second pizza of the night. 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line, right smack dab in between the hashes for the ball for the Tigers.
Although that, was a quick score, defense got a little bit of actual time to rest, not kind of thrown off either by a turnover or a quick 3 and out, demanding to be back on the field.
1st and 10, 20-yard line, handoff to Zanman Graham. Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11 for the Tigers.
Tyson Wyatt Smith there real quick to the backfield, and not much of a read there. Some of this is starting to look like a straight dive. Went away from the option. That will help the linebackers here with some reads.
So 1 down, 1 yard loss, 2nd 11, double twins, fake to the back, and lots of time. Westfall steps up and over the middle for Villegas, and Villegas is headed to the end zone, and Villegas with the 81-yard touchdown gallop after the pass from Westfall. Westfall buys time back there and then is able to find somebody open, in the defensive backs not able to keep people covered.
Yeah, we're gonna need to have some pressure toned up a little bit there. That is, like 7-on-7. You can't guard for 10 seconds.
But then when the pass is caught, we've got to make contact and wrap up. But a nice job by Villegas right there.
We'll go back to trying for the extra point here. Snaps
Ethan
down.
Hook with the kick, and it's good. So 2 plays, 81 yards for the Tigers, 35-12. They lead the Wildcats. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Sherwood Heating and Cooling provides quality services and amazing products from Carrier. Always going the extra mile to ensure that your heating and cooling units keep performing at optimal levels. Sherwood Heating and Cooling wants your family to be as comfortable as their own. Products come with warranties and service checkups by trained technicians that give you peace of mind. Call and schedule an appointment at 816-862-6610.
welcome back. Wildcats go down 20.
35. It's 12. Oh, you were doing some math there,
I
huh?
was doing some math.
That's why it took
They're
so
down.
long, huh?
They're down 3 scores, is what it amounts to. Hook's going to tee this thing up on the north side of the field, kick it down to the Wildcats. We'll see if the Wildcats are able to have a sonic kick return where Bryce Larkworthy, if they could run this thing back for a touchdown.
Well,
Bryce
now,
Larkworthy would have a $80 Sonic card.
now begs the question, do you continue to go quickly if you can't eat up any clock? 2 plays later, Warrensburg is scored and back off the field as an offensive unit.
So another squib kick down the middle, and the ball bounces off of Smalley's foot. Not sure who has it here. It sure looks like it could be the Tigers, and that ball bounces off of him. Off of Phillips and bounces back, and he's not able to get it corralled.
That right there is a frustration and a type mistake, and those have got to be locked up and hopefully out of the system as it is still in the first 4 weeks.
35-12 the lead for the Tigers over the Wildcats, but the Tigers have it 1st and 10 on the 23-yard line. The far hash, double twins, trips to the right, split to the left, gonna fake, and just out of the grasp and gonna end up maybe a tackle for loss, but that is the first time. Gonna keep the clock running there, so it's gonna be 2nd down. Trev, do you have who applied that pressure?
Yep, Keller Johnson. He dipped himself inside to break contain, and as he pursues, quarterback tries to set up and make a throw, and he goes ahead and makes a nice sack.
So he gets a sack there, 2nd down and 11. Little motion, now going to reset. Did Tristan Blue. There's a pass going deep to the end zone, and
yes,
the Tigers throw one deep to Ty Carmen.
Beechner a little underneath, blown coverage there.
So with 54.7, 41-12, the score right here with the PAT to come.
I would have to, see a replay there, but it looked like we dialed up a little bit of pressure to try and not have as much time, and so man-to-man coverage becomes, 2 steps away, and you can have some separation.
So Hook to try the PAT. And it is up and good, so 42-12. You were just talking about having time for them to score again, and we get a turnover that allows that. So 42-12, we'll take a break. We'll be back. Hey there, Wildcat and pizza fans. Are you ready for a touchdown of flavor? Enter Papa Murphy's Score-Free Pizza Contest. Picture it, Wildcats on the big screen, friends gathered around, and the excitement of a touchdown. But that's not all. At Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville, we're turning touchdowns into free pizza. Every time the Wildcats score a touchdown, you score big too. Head to Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville to enter, and with every touchdown, someone gets free pizza. Don't miss out. Sign up for the Papa Murphy's Touchdown Contest and celebrate touchdowns like never before. Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville, where touchdowns taste better. All right, so a quick score by the Tigers there. We've only have 54.7 remaining in the half. Wildcats need to.
I feel like we've been under a minute for 10 minutes.
Need to get things going here. Need to get into half, make some adjustments, and come back out and make some things happen in your favor. So Ethan Hook will kick it again.
The pooch kick is working out pretty well for them.
Beechner and Phillips back. Phillips with the ball is going to get outside and is out of bounds at the 49-yard line. So the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10 from their own 49 on the near hash.
Right there, got back to a little bit of basics. Fielded that pooch kick they've been having success with. He fields that, runs all the way across field, and had some blockers engaged.
1st and 10, their own 49. Tight wing to the right, little slot to the left. That little slot's going to go out in motion, probably reset. No, he does not. And that will probably cause a procedure.
Without being set, yeah.
Because he did not reset.
Or started moving forward.
I believe he went in motion before everybody was set, so he needed to come set and did not. Regardless, it was illegal in the procedure that they used there. So, 5-yard penalty, and will be 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. Slot out to the right. Started to be a tight wing, so now Smalley's going to go out and I think we were right there again. There's Phillips with the ball. A little quick pass to him. He's going to get back about 3 yards, so 2nd down and 12 for the Wildcats. They're going to use some tempo here with 25 seconds left. Little double slot, going to go motion over to the left. Low snap handled by Hall. Hall under duress, and he's going to get out of it. See if he can get a pass up, and he's just going to get it out of bounds over on the Cats side. Receivers over there, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 12 with 9 seconds left in the half.
From the Harrisonville 47-yard line.
And it looks like Warrensburg had at least brought in a nickel back there in number 24. Hunter, it's either Michael or Michelle.
It is Michelle.
All right. Fitness consigliere.
So the Tigers are going to call a timeout with 9 seconds remaining in the half. So we'll take a break as well with the Wildcats trailing 42-12. We'll be back. At Signature Will and Trust, owner and managing attorney Danielle Scavuzzo and attorneys Salvatore Scavuzzo and Brendan Barker tailor estate plans to fit your individual and family needs. A properly executed estate plan protects you and your loved ones in the event of your incapacity or death. Now is the time to call and schedule an appointment for a free consultation with Signature Will and Trust at 816-237-8555. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements. And welcome back. Both teams have talked it over on how they're going to handle this 9 seconds that are left in the half. Wildcats trail by 30 here at the end of the second quarter. Double slot, going to run a motion over to the right, reset. So we got twins over there. Pass back to Hall. Hall steps up, gets out of one tackle. He's going to chuck it deep. And pass intended for Phillips. Phillips is wanting a flag. No flag there, so that is going to be the half. So at the end of the half, the Warrensburg Tigers lead the Harrisonville Wildcats 42-12. We'll take an extended break here, get us some commercials, do some business, and then we'll be back.
Everyone needs an advocate in the insurance world. Let Lacey Domnick of Shelter Insurance be an advocate for you. With free policy review and quotes, she aims to help you weigh your options. With auto, home, life, and business insurance, Lacey wants you to have a positive and friendly experience. A former Wildcat herself, it is important for Lacey to support the community and Wildcats. Call today to set up an appointment at 816-380-2700 with Lacey.
Church & Dwight, the company that brings you brands like Arm & Hammer, Hero Cosmetics, and OxyClean, is hiring in Harrisonville. Church & Dwight is looking for experienced team members at their Harrisonville manufacturing facility. Full-time and part-time positions available. Wages from $20.08 an hour and benefits starting day one. Come join a place where people matter. Learn more by visiting churchdwight.com and click on careers. That's churchdwight.com. Church & Dwight is an equal opportunity employer.
It always seems to happen. We buy new tires and a week later we run over a nail. Not a problem when you have purchased your tires at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. You get the free flat repair for the life of your tires. On a budget, Young's has the best selection of new and used tires to save a little extra money. When the time comes for new tires, stop at the shop 4T's Trust to keep them rolling down the highway. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
What is one of your most precious commodities? Time. With sports, family, work, and school, time is precious. So why drive hours and waste time to save $20? Shop local and buy your home appliances at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center right here in Harrisonville. They deliver, service, issues that arise, all while you're putting money right back into the community. Stop wasting time and think Troby's first when you think of home appliances on Plaza Drive, right behind Hawthorne Bank.
Ready to upgrade your patio for those football watch parties? Call Ethan Young with 2-3 Construction Services to get started today. He can create a fun patio area complete with a fire pit in case it gets a bit chilly for one of those Wildcat or Chiefs nights. If a new driveway or floor for the shop is part of your upgrade, he will help you there as well. Call Ethan today at 816-533-2119 and 2-3 Construction Services to work for you.
Everyone needs a little kickstart at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so head to Sonic of Harrisonville and kick away the afternoon fog. Grab an ice-cold drink full of caffeine and kickstart your afternoon and evening. The best part, 2 to 4 is happy hour, and drinks are half price. Grab an afternoon snack of cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers, or order on the app for happy hour anytime. Sonic Happy Hour, where you kick away the fog. Also, visit 4ts.com and sign up for the Sonic Kick Return contest.
Max Motors, our team is ready to help you with all your automotive needs.
My husband and I were looking for a truck. We were told that Max Motors was the place to go. They had exactly what we were looking for and at a price that worked within our budget. Plus, there was zero pressure. I've never had such a pleasant experience at a car dealership. We will definitely be going back to do business with them in the future.
If you're thinking about a new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, or Hyundai, shop 24/7 at maxmotors.com. Open late. See dealer for details.
When you're searching for insurance, call an agent in town that can protect you. Call CPSK for auto, life, renter's boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy you want covered. CPSK Insurance is an auto owner's affiliate, so call and talk to Summer, Randy, Amanda, or Chandra. They can give you a quote and get you covered quickly and easily. Business coverage is available as well. Call them today at 816-380-3800 or visit them online at www.cpskinsurance.com and let your local agents go to work for you.
You have choices when buying a vehicle. Show Me Auto Mall is your right choice. Getting you financed with even less than perfect credit because everyone needs a reliable vehicle at an affordable price. Need service? Take a loaner while you wait. With a broad selection, you will find a vehicle that is right for you. Show Me Auto Mall is here to make buying a vehicle hassle-free. Go see the crew at Show Me today on 291 across from Walmart.
Sherwood Heating and Cooling provides quality services and amazing products from Carrier. Always going the extra mile to ensure that your heating and cooling units keep performing at optimal levels. Sherwood Heating and Cooling wants your family to be as comfortable as their own. Products come with warranties and service checkups by trained technicians that give you peace of mind. Call and schedule an appointment at 816-862-6610.
Hey there, Wildcat and pizza fans. Are you ready for a touchdown of flavor? Enter Papa Murphy's Score-Free Pizza Contest. Picture it, Wildcats on the big screen, friends gathered around, and the excitement of a touchdown. But that's not all. At Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville, we're turning touchdowns into free pizza. Every time the Wildcats score a touchdown, you score big too. Head to Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville to enter, and with every touchdown, someone gets free pizza. Don't miss out. Sign up for the Papa Murphy's Touchdown Contest and celebrate touchdowns like never before. Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville, where touchdowns taste better. At Signature Will and Trust, owner and managing attorney Danielle Scavuzzo and attorneys Salvatore Scavuzzo and Brendan Barker tailor estate plans to fit your individual and family needs. A properly executed estate plan protects you and your loved ones in the event of your incapacity or death. Now is the time to call and schedule an appointment for a free consultation with Signature Will and Trust at 816-237-8555. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
New logo, new colors, new app, and a new online banking platform. There may be a lot of new at Sherwood Community Bank, but one thing remains the same: community. Serving the area with 4 convenient locations, Sherwood is still your community bank. Come see what it's like to be part of the community with a new account. The small town bank with big city convenience. Sherwood Community Bank, your community bank.
Hey, I'm Matt with the Red Barn Ranch just north of Harrisonville, Missouri. As a 4th-generation farmer, it was important for me to be able to share our farm experience with the rest of the community. We opened Red Barn Ranch to provide just that, someplace that people can come and experience the farm and walk around and have a good time and make lifelong memories. Red Barn Ranch has grown over the last 9 years from just solely a pumpkin patch to a full farm experience. We've got rides, slides, attractions of all kinds, food, a bar, and a little bit of everything. We'd love for you guys to come see us in person. We're located just 2 miles north of Harrisonville. For more information, you can check us out on Google, Facebook, or redbarnranch.farm. We'll see you at the patch.
Before every big purchase, you have to prepare. Prepare the easy way by calling Harrisonville's Farmers Insurance agent, Brad Sainer. Brad will make sure there are no holes in your coverage and take care of you with any lives mishaps. Prepare for great insurance coverage by calling Brad Sainer at 816-974-8105. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state, like Butterburgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
Welcome back to Warrensburg, Missouri, as we are here at halftime. Warrensburg Band is doing their thing. Some keys and some things, looking back on the first half and things to hopefully improve on here in the second. From a defensive standpoint, limiting runs over 15 yards and passes over 25, so eliminating big plays. Warrensburg has had several of them that it does a couple things. One, there's still a lot of time left on the clock. Can be good and can be rough if things are not rolling your way. Getting some pressure and as well as contain on Westfall, as so he cannot extend the plays and find an open receiver. These D-backs are being ran ragged, trying to settle in a zone and things like that. Also, we've had Warrensburg in some pretty long 3rd and 4th down positions, and in those situations you've got to get off the field, get your offense the ball, and things can snap back in your favor pretty quickly. So those are kind of the keys for the second half for the defense. On offensive side, you have to sustain some drives here. You got to use some clock as well as put up some type of points. Essentially every possession, and if you don't do that, you had better flip the field position to give your defense a fighting chance to get you the ball back to be in a short field to get some points on the board. But the other thing that does was sustaining some drives. It gets your defense a chance to rest, to come out and maybe have some big plays, to have some turnovers. So those are going to be kind of the big offensive and defensive keys. Special teams, other than the the muffed kick on the kickoff, has been pretty decent. They flipped the field. We've had some decent returns. We got to put those together and use that momentum to put some points on the board and create some big plays.
In fairness to the Tigers, Westfall has made some of those things happen that you've said we have to take care of, and that would be keeping him contained. I'm not a huge fan of the term spy the quarterback, because in your normal everyday setup of your defense, you don't have a spy, and to try and spy somebody here when they have the athletes that they have, they've got the double twins, they've got the good running back, and they've got the quarterback that extends the play, so you've got to just do your fundamental football.
Yeah, and what you're talking about there is, it makes it very difficult to spy a quarterback when they have that many weapons, because you essentially create another gap, which when you have a running quarterback, it does the same thing, and that causes headaches for the most elite defenses and defensive coaches. So, I think they're going to go ahead and have some kind of plan, whether it be a blitz, whether it be, a man up underneath with a couple safeties over the top, and you may forego some pressure, but you're going to have a lot of help as far as kind of getting those guys jammed off the line and having some help over the top.
So we have 8 minutes and 23 seconds remaining here in the half. That's our halftime thoughts. We're going to kick it back to James and see if James can do us a little business. James?
New logo, new colors, new app, and a new online banking platform. There may be a lot of new at Sherwood Community Bank, but one thing remains the same: community. Serving the area with 4 convenient locations, Sherwood is still your community bank. Come see what it's like to be part of the community with a new account. The small town bank with big city convenience. Sherwood Community Bank, your community bank.
Max effort player of the game and the Golden Classics diamond in the rough. And we were back during the Golden Classics diamond in the rough there, and I missed that, but that's all okay. The Warrensburg band is painting here in the halftime. The Wildcats trail 42-12. They're down 30. And the coaches, I'm sure, at halftime are making those kinds of decisions and coaching the guys up. You never feel like you're down too much that you can't win the game. A lot of things can happen. But you've got to do some things well, and you have to have that plan to come out. You have to believe in that plan, and the Wildcat coaches will be talking with them about the things that could make this score be a lot closer.
Yeah, I agree. And what they're going to be going at is they're going to use this second half as kind of a gauge for some explosive teams. They're going to be in there talking about how they've been in these positions before, and it's a play at a time. It's some lining in your favor, and depending on if Warrensburg goes to some second team stuff to make sure that their first string does not get hurt and things like that, you can have some big plays that go ahead and make this score a little bbit closer to make it a game there at the end, and we'll see how it goes.
5 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the halftime. I'm going to kick it back to James, but before I do that, I want to go with Lindley's Country Cookies and Baked Essentials. I don't have her commercial made left yet, Her cookies are 7-ounce cookies. Her signature cookie is a chocolate chip, and I kind of characterize it, and I'll see if the two guys here shake and agree with me, is it's chocolate chips with a little bit of cookie. It is an awesome cookie. She has some other brands, but she sells those. She also has chocolate chip, oatmeal, raisin, pecan, maple, peanut butter, bacon, and lavender vanilla. They are some awesome cookies. If you would like to buy some, and we're going to give away some here in a little bit, we'll do that at the end of the third quarter. We'll give those away, but she sells those out at Sutherland's. She also sells them up at the Painted Tree, a craft place up in the city. She has several other places. I need to get her a little better commercial made, but the cookies are awesome that
Excellent.
she has. So, yes, Travis says awesome. It's because he eats them every time I bring some home. James, I'm going to kick it back to you. Let's have a few more commercials, and then we'll be back for the second half.
Hey, I'm Matt with the Red Barn Ranch just north of Harrisonville, Missouri. As a fourth-generation farmer, it was important for me to be able to share our farm experience with the rest of the community. We opened Red Barn Ranch to provide just that, some place that people can come and experience the farm and walk around and have a good time and make lifelong memories. Red Barn Ranch has grown over the last 9 years from just solely a pumpkin patch to a full farm experience. We've got rides, slides, attractions of all kinds, food, a bar, and a little bit of everything. We'd love for you guys to come see us in person. We're located just 2 miles north of Harrisonville. For more information, you can check us out on Google, Facebook, or redbarnranch.farm. We'll see you at the patch.
Looking for mouth-watering barbecue and breakfast? Judy's Q has you covered, right here on the corner of 291 and P Highway. From tender brisket to juicy pork ribs and chicken wings, we've got it all. And don't forget our famous burnt ends, served Thursday to Saturday. Planning a tailgate or event? Order meat by the pound for your next big gathering. Visit judysq.com for more details. Taste the difference at Judy's Q.
Hey, I'm Matt with the...
All right.
2:30.
2:30 remaining. Harrisonville out getting their 3-minute warm out up that the state has. Typically, when you get to the end of down to the zero, they have you do 3 minutes. What a lot of the teams do is they come out with 3 minutes left. They do their warm up, and then during the 3-minute guaranteed time, they then run those. So we will get ready to go back and do this second half. The Wildcats with a bunch of work to do here. Want to appreciate those of you that are watching tonight. Church and Dwight, JCM Plumbing, our title sponsors. 2-3 Construction, Young's Tire and Wheel Center, Show Me Auto Mall, and Sonic, our quarter sponsors. And then Lacey Dominic, Shelter Insurance, Troby's Appliances, Max Motors of Harrisonville, CPSK Insurance, Sherwood Heating and Cooling, Papa Murphy's, Signature Will and Trust, Sherwood Community Bank, Red Barn Ranch, Brad Sainer Farmers Insurance, Culver's Golden Classics, First Class Heating and Cooling, Lindley's Country Cookies, and Judy's Q, which is our newest and latest sponsor, up with us. And we're about ready to get things going down to about a minute. Warrensburg coming out. They'll take their 3 minutes to get loosened up and get ready to go in this second half. Nothing like Friday night lights in the fall at 90 degrees with the humidity high. The teams...
It's about 40% better than it was when this thing started.
You know, and one of the things that I've seen of both of these teams, and I hope that I don't that I don't cause one of them to have it. Yeah, jinx one of them, because there's been nobody go down and see somebody stretching his calf out because he has it. And that's, you attribute that to the coaches that have done a couple of things. But the main thing they've done is said, hey guys, hydrate, 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 and they have them in great condition.
Yeah, both of those things. And I tell you what, in the last handful of years, it has definitely been a focus. The heat exhaustion thing is really it's a bad thing to experience. You hate to hear about them, but they have done a really good job as far as bringing these kids along and requiring that stuff.
There have been deaths. You know, recently there was one a couple of weeks ago. There are a couple of colleges that have closed their football programs down, and a lot of those places would say, well, it wasn't because that kid died from that. There were other extenuating circumstances, but nonetheless, those things you have to take very seriously when it comes to life and death on a football field.
Absolutely. Well, in really anything other than maybe. I mean, it's got to be in the forefront of people's minds, and I think they've done a really good job as far as educating everyone and making it really important to these kids as well.
Warrensburg Tigers will have the ball here to start the second half of this one. I'm sure that the Tigers would like to put a score on the board to make this clock run, and I'm sure the Wildcats would like to cut the deficit down and make this a football game. But if you'll stick around and watch and listen with us, we'll stick around and let you find out what's going to happen with that. Great facility here at Warrensburg. Tanner, which is T3 of the 4 Ts, is the new head baseball coach here.
Trader,
yeah. He is the baseball coach, and he and Courtney and the Rhett and little P, Paisley, the old grandkids of the 4 Ts, this B&J Forsler, we kind of have a decent spot in our heart for the Warrensburg Tigers. When, 20 years ago when you guys were playing, we didn't have such a good spot in the heart for them.
Yeah, and I think with age and getting away from it a little bit, I've softened a little bit and just appreciate a program and things done right as far as sports and for these kids go. They're instilling some really important things that will do these kids well in the future as they apply, what they're learning in these sports to whatever they decide to, pursue in life.
Well, Cole Smalley is going to tee this thing up. The Warrensburg Tigers yet to send their return group out there. Here they come. Looks like it's going to be Jack Smith Taylor and Zanman Graham back deep to receive this kick from Cole Smalley. We're about ready to get this second half going, so we're halfway through this thing. Let's have the second half. And Wildcats, let's see what you can come back and do here.
Absolutely. This is where you're going to see what you're made of a little bit, is having some endearing moments.
The kick by Smalley, that's going to be taken by Taylor at the 10-yard line, stutters up into the middle, and he's taken down at the 20-yard line.
I want to say it was Malachi Bolin.
So 1st and 10, just right at the 20-yard line in the middle of the field for the Tigers.
I lied, it was Striker Gilmore.
Striker Gilmore with the special teams tackle. Twins to the right. A little up back behind the tackle and a split in going out to the left. So you've got, in essence, a tight stack slot or a second and H-back in there. Now motion to the side, going to fake the toss and taken up the middle by Westfall. That's going to be a short gain on the play. Gain of about 3. We'll call it 2nd down and 7 here on the right hash for the Tigers.
Malachi Bolin on that one.
Bolin with the tackle. So Twins headed out to the left. Those Twins are Blue and Carmen. Little H back over here to the right is, there's a ball given to Smith. The little H back is number 41, Dorian Lee.
Looks like Beechner in on that play. They're going to go quick on it here. Looks like Harrisonville has gone to a double eagle look.
So A.J. Smith with the surge up and going to gain about 4 yards on the play. And that's going to be a first down. The clock will roll.
Tough earned there and a decent hold there.
1st and 10 on close to the near hash. Now A.J. Smith going to switch over to the left side of Westfall, going to fake the ball to him, roll out to the left, throw it deep, and that's caught by Jack Smith-Taylor, and no one will catch him. That is 72-yard touchdown run, and I did jinx somebody for having that cramp.
Hopefully it is just the cramp.
Hopefully, I agree. So a 72-yard touchdown pass to make it 48-12. So the Wildcats with a player down. So we'll take a short break while they try and hopefully take care of a cramp. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Before every big purchase, you have to prepare. Prepare the easy way by calling Harrisonville's Farmers Insurance agent, Brad Sainer. Brad will make sure there are no holes in your coverage and take care of you with any lives mishaps. Prepare for great insurance coverage by calling Brad Sainer at 816-974-8105. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
All right, and as we go off the side of the field, it is Malachi Bolin with the cramp. He's slowly making his way across. So
as
the
he was,
Tigers, go ahead.
As he was in some pain there, I was hoping it wasn't a knee or ankle type thing, but so the cramp it is. Get some water in there, young buck.
All right, Ethan Hook will kick the extra point attempt here with Kobe Westfall holding the ball. Makes the hold, and the kick is up and good. 49-12. Tigers lead the Wildcats. We'll be back.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state like Butterburgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
What is old is new again. Golden Classics has the same quality, friendly service, and great selection as always, just under the new management of Ryan and Wendy Saffels. Wendy has been part of the Golden Classics family for over 15 years and looks to continue the 40-plus year legacy of Golden Classics. So if it's time to pop the question, grab an anniversary gift, or something just because, stay local and go find the diamond in the rough at Golden Classics in the Gaslight Shopping Center right past McDonald's on Commercial. All right, Ethan Hook to send this one back deep. Beechner and Phillips back deep for the Wildcats. Wildcats. Ball's going to be taken by Phillips. He gets up and through, and he's going to get outside.
Nobody touch anybody.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the Tigers' 40. 4-yard line. Little extra activity there on the kickoff.
And was not by our player, which is nice to see from trailing. Sometimes gives those guys the opportunity to get a cheap shot in. And looks like there was good blocking clean across the board, and Phillips gets upfield, and nice field position here.
Sonic kick return. He didn't get it back for a touchdown. Bryce Larkworthy, we're still working on it. Got a little tight wing over to the right, a little split end over here to the left. Going to run a little outside veer look. That ball's going to be handed to Jackson Bechtel. Going to be about a 7-yard gain. Call it a 6-yard gain. So 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats on the far hash on the 28-yard line.
Sorry, I didn't see who tackled anybody there. It looks like we're going to have some twos rotating in here.
Little outside veer to the right, and that's going to be pulled back and taken down to just inside the 10-yard line by Levi Hall. You know, I went and spoke about that, and now Warrensburg has a player down. Again, hopefully just cramps, but maybe the heat now is just starting to get there.
That's what I was about to say. So, I mean, as far as, you know, you would hope that nobody's having this kind of issue in the first half, especially with some of these guys going both ways and some special teams. But, I mean, heat gets to everybody a little bit differently. I know there's some guys that can be working like rented mules and still not break a sweat. Good for them.
Let's take a quick break.
First Class Heating and Cooling proudly serves as your local independent Trane dealer. Their team of skilled technicians put their expertise and precision into every project they undertake, ensuring your space is the coziest and most inviting place to be. Whether it's a chilly winter evening or a scorching summer day, First Class Heating and Cooling is there to make sure your comfort is their top priority. Call us today at 816-380-5659. It's hard to stop a train.
All right, welcome back. We still have a player down on the field, so let's take another break while they work up. They get him up right there, so we will.
And another cramp.
Believe that is KJ Hale. He's up and going from that cramp, so I didn't mean to jinx anybody. But first and goal from the 8-yard line. Wildcats with a little split into the right, a little double flanker over to the right. That was to the left, and Hall is going to run I think it was intended to be a sprint option, but to that short side of the field, if the defense gets a little push, your relationship is gone. He ends up gaining about 3 yards on the play, so it's 2nd down and goal at the 4.
And here you don't mind the grind so much, but you're right. Whenever that short side of the field, you can lose that relationship when you got to bounce pretty quickly.
So a little tight wing to the right, veer backs, Hall under center, little outside veer look, and the defender plays that one well, so that's going to bring up 4th down. It's going to be loss of 1 or 2 on the play.
Good job hanging on to the football. It looked like there was some swiping going there, and he was met pretty quickly. And that give, I think Hull was not necessarily kicking himself, but I think he'll see that as a pull and get upfield to follow.
And he almost could pull that and cut up inside of his back that he just took it from because of the action of the defense.
Yep, and again, though, tough.
So 3rd down.
Tough to not turn that over as well. So it's a good job of just keeping the ball.
3rd and goal at the 4. And
there it is.
He pulls it there and just down to the goal and a touchdown. So he does pull it there and get up and into that. So a 4-yard touchdown run for Levi Hall. And that's another Papa Murphy's score for the Wildcats. Somebody will score pizza over the next time out.
That just turns into a little bit of QB follow, and that is, playing its own to where they might build off of that pretty quick.
So a little double flanker to the right, little split to the left. Going to have motion of Phillips toward the sideline. And the backs get a little tagged up. And the defense of, is that 6 or 8 over there that knocks that ball down to prevent the 2-point conversion.
Cruz, Villegas.
So Villegas with the defensive knockdown there, 49-18, and they're going to take their water timeout right now. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll do a little extended timeout and take a couple of them here. We'll be back.
Looking for mouth-watering barbecue and breakfast? Judy's Q has you covered, right here on the corner of 291 and P Highway. From tender brisket to juicy pork ribs and chicken wings, we've got it all. And don't forget our famous burnt ends, served Thursday to Saturday. Planning a tailgate or event? Order meat by the pound for your next big gathering. Visit judysq.com for more details. Taste the difference at Judy's Q.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Cole Smalley teeing that thing up there for the Wildcats on that 40-yard line. Number 3 and 0 will be back. Jack Smith, Taylor, and Zanman Graham will be back deep for the Tigers. The Wildcats get a score here, keep it down to a 13-point lead to at least keep the clock from running. There's a ball headed up the middle. That's going to be taken by Graham. Graham heads to the other side, and he is taken down. And the tackle by Dominic Mead makes the tackle on the special teams tackle. 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the far side. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10. They've got twins over here to the right. Going to have that little H-back behind the tackle on this same right side. Split end out to the left. Now they're going to move that little H-back I was talking about over to the left. So they've got twins to the right, a little pro to the left. They're going to hand it up the middle to Smith.
Yeah, back to
So a gain of about 7. Ball on the 34-yard line, 2nd down and along 3, a short 4, but about 2nd and 4 we'll call it. Twins out here to the right. Split out to the left. We'll see where 41 Dorian Lee is going to go. He's going to be in the slot over on the left side. Westfall. Now we're going to get motion with Blue. And
a 2-yard gain, but trying to get that ball out, actively swiping at it. That is no doubt a Caleb Noland emphasis. Going to be trying to get as many turnovers and shots at that ball. At least they are going to know that they played a tough and hard and physical game.
So the clock runs a 1st and 10, ball in the middle of the field on the 38-yard line. Twins to the left, slot to the right. Gonna fake and rolling out. And we're going to get a pass thrown back over. A nice job again. The defense is doing a good job, but we've got to figure out that Westfall is going to roll back around, and if we break down, we're going to get him right in the back. But he does a good job of extending the play.
Yeah, well, and right there, Dare fell victim to what so many, outside players do. He's got to aim for that upfield outside shoulder rather than trying to come get a kill shot, because you'll completely miss that way. Great
so Westfall
pressure
there makes the fake to Villegas and doesn't hand it off, and he's tackled for a loss by
Keller Johnson.
Keller Johnson with the tackle.
Yep. Getting back there quick, breaks down, and holds on. That's what you got to do. And if he didn't bring that down, he held on long enough for the cavalry to come.
The 32-yard line, 3rd down and 18.
Got to get off the field here. Got to have a big play, and it looks like we're going to go to stand up, probably cover 0.
So trips to the left, split right. Smith in the backfield with Westfall. Going to call a timeout just before the clock expires, so that's going to be a timeout for
Warrensburg.
The Tigers. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Church and Dwight, the company that brings you brands like Arm & Hammer, Hero Cosmetics, and OxyClean, is hiring in Harrisonville. Church and Dwight is looking for experienced team members at their Harrisonville manufacturing facility. Full-time and part-time positions available. Wages from $20.08 an hour and benefits starting day 1. Come join a place where people matter. Learn more by visiting churchdwight.com and click on careers. That's churchdwight.com. Church and Dwight is an equal opportunity employer.
All right, welcome back. 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Wildcats are trailing 49-18, behind by 31. Made very little progress, but a little bit, but they're going to have a 3rd and long here. Need to get the defense off the field with good coverage and
some pressure.
Some pressure, but pressure that is under control.
One might say contained.
So trips to the left, split to the right. Westfall out to a back.
Great job.
A great job on the pass to the far side.
Trying Samples.
Trying Samples will tackle. Tristan Blue on the catch, senior wide receiver for. And Tristan Samples, the senior. Trying. Samples, the senior. I was after the senior part and blew the first name.
Well, I tell you what, they had a couple blockers out there. He did a really nice job, sliding past that and then also breaking down to make the tackle.
So procedure call against the Tigers. So they'll step it off 5 more and make it 4th and long, 4th and longer.
I would say always be looking for your fakes when somebody's up by this much. Did they do a?
I think
they do a little
that it's
a
pooch kick action is maybe what they're prepared for, yep. And there it is. And
okay, he didn't touch it. Good. The reason that those little roll-out and rugby punts are worrisome, both from not having a return set up, but also you have, a D lineman come flying through the line thinking they're untouched and end up roughing the kicker and giving the ball back.
So the kick back to
the 27?
The 27-yard line where the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Over on the far side, not quite to the hash.
Just under 3 minutes left in the third.
Wildcats with a tight wing to the right, little split in to the left. It would be a tiny pro. Now motion is Phillips headed to the sideline. And the pitch is made. Going to be a short. The ball is on the ground. And it's going to be a first down. So the ball is fumbled, but down when it's picked up by the Tigers on the far side. So they're going to have it 1st and 10 on the Wildcats' 30-yard line on the far side. So another turnover.
Same play. Same pitch relationship. That's something they'll need to go ahead and lock down. Put your eyes on the running back as you make that toss. Tough to do, easier said than done for sure. But, with that option being a very bread and butter for Harrisonville's offense, I'd look to see that corrected pretty quickly, and they'll be back to gravy on that.
So a little motion out to the right, a quarterback draw to Westfall.
Easy.
He's going to gain about
3 or 4.
4 on the play. Going to make second, make it 3, make it second and 7. Keller Johnson with the tackle.
Yeah, I believe Adair in there as well.
So Twins out here to the right. Trips now out here to the right, split end over to the left. Now motion back into the backfield and handed to Smith, and Smith is headed out, and he is going to score. Picks his way out for the 28-yard touchdown run.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
Nope, you're fine. 55-18 now with the PAT coming.
Yeah, so I've noticed in the last couple of drives, Harrisonville being manned up, you'll notice it with motion, with our safeties kind of roaming back and forth. But also, if that is not taken care of in the box initially, it's tough for those safeties and DBs to make a play because they're worried about their man coverage.
So the extra point is good, making it 56-18, and the clock will roll with $1:44 remaining in the third. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Nobody wants to deal with a clogged drain or a leaky pipe. That's why you need to call JCM Plumbing. JCM Plumbing has over 20 years of experience in the industry and offers a variety of services to make them your number one option for anything plumbing related. With a wide variety of services from clogged pipes to a new hot water heater and all the best state-of-the-art equipment, JCM Plumbing is your place for everything you need for plumbing in your home. So just call me, JCM, to take care of that leaky pipe at 816-726-8281. All right, welcome back. Wildcats back deep. They trail here with the clock running here in the remainder of the third quarter, so we're down to about 53 seconds. The ball being teed up by Ethan Hook. Back deep is Phillips, and
that's still Beechner, isn't it? 20?
Beechner, I believe. Beechner with the ball. See if he can get outside. That is Phillips. With the ball.
Pretty
and
good.
He gets up to.
Yeah, 24 just, he made that tackle, but I think his ear hole caught the thigh of Phillips as he was running, and I think he is shook up and seeing some stars there, which may have transferred a little bit of that into Phillips as well.
1st and 10 out to the 28-yard line, I believe. We're going to step away while they entertain the injured player of the Wildcats. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Ready to upgrade your patio for those football watch parties? Call Ethan Young with 2-3 Construction Services to get started today. He can create a fun patio area complete with a fire pit in case it gets a bit chilly for one of those Wildcat or Chiefs fall nights. If a new driveway or floor for the shop is part of your upgrade, he will help you there as well. Call Ethan today at 816-533-2119 and put 2-3 Construction Services to work for you.
All right, and that is 3 seconds from the end of the third quarter. And the end of the third quarter is here. The Wildcats trail 56-18. Lindley's Country Cookies Brian Arnhart wins 4 of those. I'll be in contact with you to get those to you. The 4Ts tumbler/cap goes to Sarah Clayton. So Sarah Clayton, I'll get a hold of you, and you can have a tumbler with 4Ts on it or a cap with 4Ts. We'll take our break. Our third quarter sponsor was Show Me Auto Mall. The fourth quarter sponsor will be Sonic. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
Ready to upgrade your patio for those football watch parties? Call Ethan Young with 2-3 Construction Services to get started today. He can create a fun patio area complete with a fire pit in case it gets a bit chilly for one of those Wildcat or Chiefs fall nights. If a new driveway or floor for the shop is part of your upgrade, he will help you there as well. Call Ethan today at 816-533-2119 and put 2-3 Construction Services to work for you.
All right, 1st and 10 on the far side. The Wildcats have it on their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Little slot to the right, flanker to the left. Slot goes in motion to make trips over to the left. Fake and a ball being thrown deep, and Baker becomes defensive back to keep that ball from being picked off by Seth Johnson Jr. back, and Eli Baker with a nice job breaking that play up. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
And a tough position for him as well. That usually turns into an offensive PI with a ball underthrown like that.
So they're talking with the Tigers, trying to see there's a penalty here. So I had not seen, there was evidently a hold somewhere on the play, and they're going to send them back. So it's going to be 1st down and 20.
Yeah, I was wondering why the play clock hadn't started, so I guess that would be it.
All right. 1st down and 20 here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats trailing 56-18. Clock running. Now a slot formation to the right and motion to the right. And a pass caught by Sims. Sims is going to get upfield and get back about 7 of it. Just 6 maybe, so 2nd down and 15, so got back 5 of it. The Wildcats going with some tempo here. Got split to the right, pro to the left, a little. Gonna pitch it out. The defense doing a nice job there of coming upfield. The pitch made and just gets back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think a gain, maybe a loss of a yard.
Yeah.
So 3rd down and 16. A nice job by the defense there of stringing that out.
Yeah, almost caught from the backside there. Made that pitch a little bit nerve-wracking there, but got that one at least in his hands. We got to create some separation there.
So got a man down on the turf, actually 2 over there. So we're going to take a break, get a couple commercials, at least one. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
It always seems to happen. We buy new tires and a week later we run over a nail. Not a problem when you have purchased your tires at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. You get the free flat repair for the life of your tires. On a budget, Young's has the best selection of new and used tires to save a little extra money. When the time comes for new tires, stop at the shop 4T's Trust to keep them rolling down the highway. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
All right, and one of the injured players over there was Xander Johnson, sophomore wide receiver, defensive back, so playing defensive back at the moment.
Other one, KJ Hale for a 2nd time.
So 3rd down and long for the Wildcats. 9:50 with the clock stopped right now due to the injuries / cramps.
Timeouts.
Wildcats at the line, ready to go. Going to have a tight wing to the left, a little tight slot over to the right. Motion across to the right is Phillips. And rolling out to the right side, going to chuck it deep. And just off the chest of Cole Smalley. Just got through with the ball, a tough one to make there, but certainly he would say he would catch that, but that's going to bring up 4th down and long.
Coverage by Jalen Rubel, and he had really good position there. Both of them went up to get that ball at its highest point, and Rubel having some pretty good technique there and coming down straight through the hands of your offensive player. That was pretty solid.
So 4th down, no one back for the Tigers. There's the punt by Smalley, and that's going to be
take a decent roll.
Take a roll down to almost the 30-yard line. That'll be spotted between the 30 and the 31. So 1st and 10, the clock continues to roll with 8.5 minutes remaining in this one. Remember, in our postgame, we have the max effort player of the game in the Golden Classics, Diamond in the Rough player for the Wildcats. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line for the Tigers. Middle of the field. Westfall remains in the game. Same receivers, running backs. A.J. Smith. And the handoff to Smith. No gain on the play.
Tackles by both Adair and I believe that was Stone.
Actually a loss on the play, so 2nd down and 11 for the Tigers. Twins to the right. Little H-back to the right. Going to come in motion to the left, make it a double slot.
Oh, yep, hold up. Very good.
Hand out to Graham, Zanman Graham with the carry. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, actually a loss of 2 more.
Yeah, Asher Hall right there, quick to the backfield, wrapped up, and as they blew the whistle, there was a good job of holding off and not throwing him to the ground and catching yourself
And that was a good job of him coming upfield. The play cut back this way, and he gets a tackle for loss.
Absolutely.
So 3rd down and 13. Ball handed to Devin Sawtell.
Quick to the backfield was Stone, as well as Wyatt Smith.
4th down and 19. We have not seen a deep punt formation in them. We have seen the little rugby punt style pooch kick. We'll see what we get here. Westfall goes up to tell his center something about that. That's Palomo, I believe. Little pooch kick. It's going to be taken at the Wildcat 45.
Get upfield.
Trying Samples, the senior, get out an 8-yard gain. So at 5:21, they're going to take that mandatory water break due to the heat. So
clock does stop.
They'll stop the clock during this one. 5:21 remaining. Wildcats trailing 56-18. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
You have choices when buying a vehicle. Show Me Auto Mall is your right choice. Getting you financed with even less than perfect credit because everyone needs a reliable vehicle at an affordable price. Need service? Take a loaner while you wait. With a broad selection, you will find a vehicle that is right for you. Show Me Auto Mall is here to make buying a vehicle hassle-free. Go see the crew at Show Me today on 291 across from Walmart.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats on the Tiger 45-yard line, closer to this near hash, just off the side of the mascot in the middle of the field, the logo. Wildcats with a little split to the right, tight wing to the left, veer backs. The clock is going to roll. Motion coming over to make it a slot right with a little tight pro to the left. Little fake and stepping up, and it's going to make the pass. And that pass is caught by Baker, so Hall to Baker for a 6-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4. Little tight wing left, short split to the right, veer backs. Going to run the veer to the left, going to pull it back out, step up and be close to the first down. Should be a first down, looks like it is, so Hall gets a first down, and that's a Troby Appliance Center first down. When you think appliances, think Troby's first.
And here's what you would like to have seen, a little bit of this motion. Great job by Hall on the last 2 plays, one with a good read and the other one knowing where he was at on the football field. Right there handling a bad snap as well.
So a bad snap goes forward a yard and a half. We'll call it 2nd down and 9. Gain of 1. The ball on the 33-yard line. 2nd and a long 9. Going to get a slot to the right, twins to the left, one back with Hall. Quick pass and dropped. So he gets the stop route, turns, and was thinking what a great catch that's going to be, and he drops it, and I think it's his pride that's hurt more than anything by Jackson Bechtel right there.
Contact was made up through that left, that kind of inside arm. It'd be nice to rake that one in, but, he was thinking about running before he went ahead and made the catch.
Unbalanced to the left. And the veer to the outside, a little motion, or a little move to the outside and then up the field.
4th and 3.
So Phillips with the carry, that's going to bring up 4th down and 3.
Just moved under 3 minutes left.
3 minutes to go in the game. Tight wing to the left, and
get upfield.
He just gets outside and maybe gets upfield for the first down, and I believe he did. He had to shake off a tackle to be able to get that
real good second
first
effort.
Down. So that's a Troby's Appliance Center first down. When you think appliances, think Troby's first.
What you like to see
first
there,
and 10.
What you like to see there is, not that followed up by it, but you like to see the second effort there. There's no quit, and that's going to – obviously that's what you're always wanting out of your kids, and they're still fighting.
So a procedure call, the tackle on the left got a little exuberant and a head start of everybody else. So that's going to move it back to the 29-yard line.
1st and 15?
1st and 15 is what it should be, and it is. Going to have a little split in to the right. Tight wing over to the left. Going to bring motion over to the right. Set up in a little slot over here. That's a snap straight back, and through is to Hall, and Hall is going to take that in for a touchdown.
31?
I believe 31, yes. But the clock does stop here on the score. So that makes it 56-24. See what the Wildcats are going to do. Cole Schmalley to kick, I believe.
He made a really good, quick decision there to hang on to the ball. The relationship was there. He could have gotten further outside with the pitch, but he made the decision to put his head down and go.
Smalley with the PAT makes it 56-25. $1:29 remaining in this one. We'll take a break, and we'll be back.
Everyone needs a little kickstart at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so head to Sonic of Harrisonville and kick away the afternoon fog. Grab an ice-cold drink full of caffeine and kickstart your afternoon and evening. The best part, 2 to 4 is happy hour, and drinks are half price. Grab an afternoon snack of cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers, or order on the app for happy hour anytime. Sonic Happy Hour, where you kick away the fog. Also, visit 4ts.com and sign up for the Sonic Kick Return Contest.
And welcome back. Cole Schmalley with the ball out at the 40-yard line, going to tee things up. And the Tigers will bring out a group here shortly. And I would think they would be putting their hands team up front. We'll see they're still sending Smith, Taylor, and Graham back deep, thinking that they're going to kick it deep. We'll see.
They're going to make us get one of those before they probably bring the hands with this deficit.
So he's going to kick it deep, which is good. That's going to be taken back to about the 2-yard line. And coming up through is Graham. And Graham.
Okay, blow the whistle.
Graham brings it out to the 30. The 35-yard line, so a 33-yard carry. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 35 here on the near side. So the Wildcats with the lead option score with Levi Hall. 1st and 10. Twins out to the right, slot to the left. Westfall in the backfield. Has a different back beside him. Yes, it is Zanman Graham with the carry.
Stopped by Jack San Nicholas.
Excuse me, that was Devin Sawtell with the carry. I thought that was a 3, and it was a 3 and a 1, so 31 with the carry. 56 seconds and rolling here with a 56-25 lead of the Tigers. Westfall gonna the play clock. It's interesting that he's watching the one behind him instead of the one that's here in front of him at the other end. He's going to take a knee with 7 seconds left, and that's going to be the last play of the game. So the Tigers put up 56 against your Wildcats with 25. The Wildcats fall to 2-2. The Warrensburg Tigers go to 4-0. So we will take a quick break here. We'll not total up, we'll make a couple of decisions on the Max Everett Player of the Game and the Golden Classics Diamond in the Rough, and we'll be back.
Everyone needs a little kickstart at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so head to Sonic of Harrisonville and kick away the afternoon fog. Grab an ice-cold drink full of caffeine and kickstart your afternoon and evening. The best part, 2 to 4 is happy hour, and drinks are half price. Grab an afternoon snack of cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers, or order on the app for happy hour anytime. Sonic Happy Hour, where you kick away the fog. Also, visit 4ts.com and sign up for the Sonic Kick Return Contest.
Everyone needs an advocate in the insurance world. Let Lacey Domnick of Shelter Insurance be an advocate for you. With free policy review and quotes, she aims to help you weigh your options. With auto, home, life, and business insurance, Lacey wants you to have a positive and friendly experience. A former Wildcat herself, it is important for Lacey to support the community and Wildcats. Call today to set up an appointment at 816-380-2700 with Lacey.
Everyone needs a little
All
kickstart
right,
at 2 o'clock in the
back.
afternoon.
This one is in the books. 56-25. The Wildcats fall to the Warrensburg Tigers, but we have the Max Everett player of the game in the Golden Classics Diamond in the Rough.
So tonight, the max effort impact player, I'm going to go with Levi Hall. So you're talking your quarterback that had a tough go for, the first half was kind of it was big separation with kind of who executed game plan, and the Warrensburg Tigers, showed a pretty dynamic offense and kind of made that separation. But as what you got here is Levi Hall not having any quit to him, having several, whether he had a couple, mistakes with some bad option pitches, that will get corrected and be where he needs to be in November. But you saw decisive plays in the kind of here towards the end for touchdowns, extending plays, second efforts, and it's nice to not have any quit to that kid right there. For the Golden Classics Diamond in the Rough, Keller Johnson tonight made himself, very apparent on the defensive side. Not always making, that play in the backfield, but we found ourselves saying his name quite a bit, being in on the tackle, getting in the backfield, having some tackles for loss and a sack. So, Keller Johnson definitely player Diamond in the Rough there tonight. So there you have it.
All right, the Wildcats fall to the Tigers 56-25. For James producing, Chris with the scoreboard, Tucker and Josh working the camera, sharing that. T2 Travis beside me here. This is Jay Forsler of 4Ts. And we will see you next week back at home for homecoming. We'll see you next week.